Big Rab Show Podcast is kindly sponsored by G1 Reeds. They are the champion's choice, with many bands around the world playing G1 products, providing everything you'd need to hit the circle or the big stage. So, check out g1reeds.com as they keep the lights on here at the Big Rab Show Podcast.
Hello there, everyone. How you all doing? Yes, it's time for the Big Rab Show Awards. Well, before we get into all of it, we have some introductions and stuff to get through before we get into the actual divvying out of the prizes. Well, if this is your first ever Big Rab Show, how you doing? You're very welcome. We are the show for the bagpiping folk. We reflect everything in the bagpiping world, be it Celtic music, folk music, or indeed our bread and butter, which is competitive piping and drumming. Each and every week we're here talking about what we know and love to be the music of the great Highland bagpipe and its people. And we've got quite a special show for you this week. It's not our usual Rab Show podcast, as you might imagine, because the video from this is actually going to be available online, so you can go and watch me doing it live online. But we haven't plugged Patreon yet. Let's plug Patreon. If you haven't signed up to Patreon, please do. We have quite a wealth of extra content over there. But November is actually a good month to get signed up because, this month we're giving away our Fuse FM Ballymoney radio show for free. So if you do want to go and check that out, each week's Big Rab Show on Fuse for the month of November will be absolutely free. There you are. So, you've all tuned in and you want to know who won what for the Big Rab Show Awards. But we've got a wee bit of ground to cover, like I said. Now, this week's episode is a bit different. We don't have any listener mail and we don't have any weekly drone or anything like that. So, as always, you can email us in, bigrabshow@gmail.com. That address again, bigrabshow@gmail.com. You can always email us in, let us know your commentary. And of course, after this week's episode, I'm sure we're going to get some additional commentary, either congratulating or commiserating. Yeah, we'll get into that. But yes, you can email us in your commentary, your thoughts and opinions, and of course our weekly drones as well. And we'll bring those to a future Big Rab Show. Right. So before we get into all of the announcements of our winners, I have to give a massive thank you to our show sponsors, to those folks who have made these awards this year particularly special. And just a full credit to all of them. Shout out to G1 Reeds, to ES Session Chanters, Marchify, Dojo University, and Kingdom Thistle. If you forgive me, we're going to take a little minute here and we're going to say thanks to our sponsors. Ever wish you had a piping teacher on call 24/7? Well, now you do. Introducing the Interactive Player, a game-changing new practice tool at Dojo University. Play along with world champion pipers while the notes on your sheet music light up in time. Loop tricky phrases, slow down tough sections, zoom in to focus, and build speed automatically. It's like having a teacher right in your practice room, showing you how to master every tune at your own pace. So, sign up for a free trial today at pipersdojo.com and start learning smarter with Dojo U's Interactive Player. Marchify, the brand new home of Flam 5 drumming. Check out their brand new Strike bagpipe case, inspired by their colourful, popular and reliable Flam 5 drum cases. The Strike bagpipe case combines durability, style and practicality, protecting every movement. Shop now at marchify.co.uk with worldwide shipping available. Marchify, every movement protected. And we're back. Yes, huge thank you to those folks that make the show possible. Yeah, helps a great deal. So, we had something quite special announced at the start of the week. You might not have seen it, but we have been nominated in the Scots Trad Music Awards for 2025, which is completely It's amazing. We are absolutely so honored to be nominated in the first place. This is our second time now being nominated. I think the first time was back in 2022 when they were held in Dundee. Unfortunately, we didn't win at that point, but even to be in the room and to be in the conversation was honestly such a huge honor for all of us here on the Rab Show team. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who did place your nominations for us. It means the world, genuinely. But now the work begins. For those of you watching the video right now, I'm going to display a little QR code. Whoop, other side. The QR code on screen where you can scan that and you can go to Hands Up for Trad and actually go and place your vote for us. Now, we can't win anything without your help. So getting in through the door is a massive achievement. I can't oversell that enough. It's just incredible that the Big Rab Show will be there. But now we want to actually lift the award. So if you can, or if you want to, there are a wealth of other great choices within our category. Go and have a look at category 23, I think it is, trad music in the media, and then drop us a vote for the Big Rab Show. We would really appreciate it. So speaking of votes and all that jazz, let's get back to business. It's time for the Big Rab Show Awards, isn't it?
Good evening and welcome to the annual Big Rab Show Awards. You guys have been voting now for weeks, so let's finally get into it and find out who has won.
Yes. So, who has won our Big Rab Show Awards? Now, just to explain how this all works, the nomination process comes from you folks watching and listening to this podcast right now. You guys have been nominating for weeks, and now the voting process has been running for weeks. And the voting process all closed this past weekend, and now we're about to get into it. So, people seem to have this understanding that it's ourselves here in the Big Rab Show that choose the nominees, that choose the winners. And that's absolutely not the case. It's 100% driven by you folk out there who place your nominations and then vote for your favorite. So it's basically down to popular choice. So this is all you. So if you do have any complaints and stuff, absolutely, you can send them in to us, bigrabshow@gmail.com. But if you didn't vote for your favorite and they didn't win, anyway, let's fly on. We'll get into our first category. Oh, this is exciting. Woo! Who's ready? All right, let's get into our first category then, which is Most Improved Band. Now, if you're wondering why on the video I'm looking down, it's because that's where my script is, and also I have a bunch of buttons and stuff to press as well. So, I'm trying to do this live as it happens, folks. Bear with me. All right, it's not the most professional. This is my first time doing an actual video podcast, so this is fun. All right, let's get into the Most Improved Band category. So, our nominees were Tullylagan Pipe Band, Grade 4B. We had the Uplanders Pipe Band. Yes, we had New Ross and District and Drumlock. There were our 4 finalists in there for Most Improved Band. So, Rab, put us all out of our misery. Who won Most Improved Band for 2025? The winner of Most Improved Bands for the Big Rab Show Awards goes to Tullylagan Pipe Band. Yes. Congratulations to Tullylagan, Grade 4B. Now, that is my band. I understand that. And I know a lot of people will be calling shenanigans on that one, but there was a lot of votes within this category. So congratulations to Tullylagan, winning Most Improved Band. There you are. 4B, excellent stuff. So that's your first one done. Congratulations to Tullylagan for Most Improved Band. Excellent stuff. There you go. Moving on to our next category then is Best Tenor Flourishing. All right, let's get a look at this. Our nominees in here were Inverarian District, People's Ford, Boghall and Bathgate, Caledonia, Police Scotland, Fife Pipe Band, and Shots and Dykehead, Caledonia. So a lot of our Grade 1 big guns in here for Best Tenor Flourishing. A lot to pick from, I would argue. Not an easy choice. So, right, Rab, who won Best Tenor Flourishing? A lot of choice in here, but there can be only one winner. And the winner of Best Tenor Flourishing for the Big Rab Show Awards 2025 goes to Inveraray District. There you go. Inveraray District within a mighty tenor corps. Yeah. Received quite a number of the public votes, so well done to Inveraray. And they've been kind of at the spearhead of modern tenor drumming, I would argue. And in fact, all those four that were in that final there were all at that spearhead of modern tenor drumming. So if you're a tenor drumming fan, it was a very difficult choice, arguably. So anyway, congratulations to Inveraray District, our Best Tenor Flourishing Award winner. There you are. Well done, everyone. All right, well, that's 2 categories done already. Now, we're nowhere near done. We have a load of these to get through. All right, next up is Best Venue. Now, we did think that 2025 was a good year for competition venues. Whenever it came down to the nomination process, there was a serious amount of choice on offer, not just for venues here in the UK, but also for venues around the globe as well. We got a good number, actually, from New Zealand and from the United States that were very close to reaching it through to our final. But let's go through our final list for Best Venue. We had Glasgow, of course, for the World Championships. Then we had Perth, for the Euros. We had Derry/Londonderry for the All-Ireland Championships. And we had Dumbarton for the Scottish Championships. So, let's put ourselves out of our misery. Who won Best Venue for 2025? Right. Best Venue for 2025. I'm sure at this point will probably come as no surprise at all. Best Venue for 2025 is Glasgow Green for the World Championships. Of course. A very popular choice. The venue for the Big Yin. It really is an iconic venue at this point. You know, like people take an annual pilgrimage to this place. And it's the popular choice. I think the Worlds has won this now, I don't know how many years in a row. So, I don't know. In future Rab Show Awards, should we exclude the Worlds? Don't know. But congratulations, anyway, to Glasgow for the World Championships for Best Venue. Good stuff. All right, let's fly on. Going into Best Dressed. Now, again, there was a wealth of choice here. A lot of bands with some fresh new uniforms and some real sharp looks and everything. Whenever you go and visit the likes of social media accounts like it was a pipe band, Fashion Police, and stuff like that, they had a lot of choice and stuff when it comes to the best dressed out there in the competition field. So, interesting. It's been an interesting year for fashion in the piping world. So, let's get into our category then. Best Dressed. Our nominees in here were the Field Marshal Montgomery, the Royal Army of Oman. We had the Glasgow Sky Association. Go on, the Sky. We also had Clogher and District as well received a nomination in here for Best Dressed. So, who won it? Who has won Best Dressed? Well, the winner for Best Dressed Pipe Band from the Big Rab Show Awards 2025 goes to the Field Marshal Montgomery. And there they are on screen for those of you watching the video right now. Go on, the Field Marshal. Yes, always very well turned out and not too shabby at all. Congratulations, Field Marshal, winner of Best Dressed. There you are. So, folks, we're flying through these categories rightly. Have you managed to keep up so far? We're flying through there. Yeah, so let's fly on, though, because we're nowhere near done. This next one has been a little bit of a storied debate on our Fuse FM Ballymoney radio show. Yeah, Best Competitive Band Medley Performance. Now, the reason I'm saying this was a debate is because, well, each and every week we're getting text messages and requests in from people that say that this was the set of the year, this was their set of the, etc. So we got a lot of different suggestions, and we got quite a bit of complaints as well, saying, why wasn't this included? Why wasn't that included? Well, again, the nomination process. Did you nominate them? If not, hi. What can we do? So, right, our nominees in this category for Best Competitive Band Medley Performance included Inverary and District, of course, and their Dream Valley World Championship Saturday Medley. Yes, also in here we had the Field Marshal Montgomery and their incredible medley performance at the All-Irelands. Woo, that's a good one. Yeah. Our next nominee in here we have Texo, D-Side Caledonia, and their run at Dumbarton. Now, I've had a listen to that. It's a cracker. Well done. So, yeah, I can see why it's a finalist. Also in here we have Shots and Dykehead Caledonia for their World Championship medley on the Saturday as well. And, yeah, arguably, that's up there as a real clinker for sure. So, put us out of our misery, Rab. Who won Best Competitive Band Medley Performance? This is a tough one, and it is going to solve a lot of arguments now over on Fuse FM as to which one is the most popular. And the winner of Best Competitive Band Medley Performance for the Big Rab Show Awards goes to Inverary and Districts. Of course. Yeah. The Dream Valley medley is such a popular choice. We have played it now nearly ad nauseum. I think pretty much everyone I know has memorized the entire set. We've played it so much on air, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, congratulations, Inverary and District, winner of our Best Competitive Band Medley Performance. Yeah, a deserved winner as well. Definitely a popular choice. There you go. And to all of our finalists in that category, whew, top class stuff. Excellent. All right, so let me push some buttons here. Moving on, coolest bass drum. Now, before we even start talking about coolest bass drums, over this last few weeks when the voting was happening, I was still getting photographs sent to me of cool bass drums. Hey, Rab, why wasn't this included? Why wasn't this included? And yeah, all the bass drums you've sent me are pretty cool, to be honest, but you need to nominate them. So that's why that part of the process really important, like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, we've got 4 pretty cool finalists in here for coolest bass drum. So looking at the first one, we have the Uplanders Pipe Band, followed by Drumlock, Glasgow Sky Association Pipe Band, and then Clocher and District were our 4 finalists for coolest bass drum. If you haven't seen these bass drums, by the way, there's tons of photos of them online. Go and check them out. Honestly, all 4 of these are absolutely brilliant. But there can be only one winner. And the winner of coolest bass drum for the Big Rab Show Awards 2025 goes to... oh, the suspense. Glasgow Sky! And there's the bass drum on screen for those of you watching the video right now. That is such a cool design, isn't it? You know, with the Heelan Coo and all. Oh, I love it. And then the tartan along the bottom. Just such a cool design. I can absolutely see why they won coolest bass drum. Well done, Glasgow Sky. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. So there you go, folks. We've covered a lot of ground already, and we're about to take a little break here shortly. But before we do, we're going to talk about Drum Major of the Year. Now, Drum Major of the Year doesn't always go on competitive success. All right? Now, we got a lot of people asking questions about how were they chosen. Again, I'm going to tell you, it's the nomination process. If you don't nominate the people you want in, they can't win. It's that simple. We got tons of emails saying, ABC won all of these prizes. Why aren't they included? But did you nominate them? Okay. Now, I don't mean to keep going on about it, but it seems to be one of the biggest common complaints that we've got about the Rab Show Awards is, why aren't this included? Why isn't that included? Et cetera, et cetera. So, there you go. Not going to mention it again. This is how the nomination process. Boys are dear. Anyway, let's fly on. Drum Major of the Year. We're kind of spoilt for choice this year. Our 4 finalists, however, are Louise Smyton from Closkelt. We have Charlotte Adamson from the Major Singular Memorial. We have Holly Gracie from Clocher and District. And we have Jamie Couples from Ravara. So, Rab, who has won Drum Major of the Year for the Big Rab Show Awards 2025? Oh, it all comes down to this. Now, I'm aware a lot of people have ran online campaigns, encouraged people to vote. There's a lot of people listening right now waiting. Should I draw it out even more? All right, I shouldn't. I should put you all out of your misery. And the winner of Drum Major of the Year at the Big Rab Show Awards 2025 is Charlotte Adamson from the Major Sinclair Memorial. Fantastic. Well done to Charlotte, winner of Drum Major of the Year, Big Rab Show Awards 2025. And for those of you watching the video, there she is on screen there. There you are. Good stuff. Well done to Charlotte. So, yeah, definitely. A lot of votes were received in that category, but that was very close run thing, so it was not an easy category, that. So well done to all of our finalists, first of all, getting through, but also to Charlotte, who picked up the win there. Well done to Charlotte. All right, let's move on. Now, this is on one of my favorite categories now. This is coolest drums. Now, every year, the selection of drums available, the various drum corps out there who just have some really cool drums. I think this year in particular, 2025, has been a very difficult year to pick. Now, I struggled with this myself because I know there's a lot of drum corps out there whose drums are just amazing. Anyway, let's fly on. We can only have one winner, and you guys have been voting and voting, so let's find out. First of all, our finalists in there were North Stratton, of course, those iconic yellow and Dante drums. Amazing. Then we had Ravara as well. They were just polished within an inch of themselves. You could see your face in them. Amazing. Surla and District as well. Oh, you talk about a well-maintained set. And then, of course, we had St. Lawrence O'Toole as well. I think, just iconic. So I couldn't choose. Honestly, I couldn't pick. But you guys have. You have chosen and you have voted. So who is the winner of coolest drums for 2025? Ooh, it's a toughie. It's a toughie. So, the winner of coolest drums for the 2025 Big Rab Show Awards goes to St. Lawrence O'Toole. Go on, St. Lawrence. Look at them there on screen. Those drums, man, seriously. Right, as I've said, this has been an absolutely brilliant year for cool drums. That is a set of cool drums. Now, for those of you statisticians out there, can you please tell me, how often have St. Lawrence O'Toole won coolest drums? There's a question. Now, I know the Big Rab Show Awards have went to St. Lawrence O'Toole a few times now. Now, as to how many times, I don't know. I haven't counted. But that's one for you guys out there, fans of the Rab Show. Maybe you can tell me how many times St. Lawrence O'Toole has won coolest drums. But come on, you can't disagree. That is absolutely a cool set of drums right there. Whoa! All right, we're flying on. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to summarize where we are so far, because we've kind of reached around the halfway point. Kinda. Let's go through some of our categories again, just in case you're only just tuning in to our live video and you didn't catch who won what. The winner for Most Improved Band was Tullylagan, Grade 4B. Well done, Tullylagan. Most Improved Band. Winner of Best Tenor Flourishing went to Inverary and District. Yes, well done, Inverary. The winner of Best Venue went to Glasgow Green for the World Championships, of course. Yes. The winner of Best Dressed Pipe Band went to the mighty Field Marshal Montgomery. There you are. The winner then of Best Competitive Band Medley Performance went to Inverary and District, of course, and that Dream Valley medley that people are still talking about today. Yeah. Also then, winner of Coolest Bass Drum went to Glasgow Sky Association. Yes, a very popular choice there. Well done, the Sky. The winner of Drum Major of the Year was Charlotte Adamson from the Major Sinclair Memorial. Yes, well done, Charlotte. Yeah. And as we just announced there, the winner of Coolest Drums went to St. Lawrence O'Toole Pipe Band. There you are. Shout out to St. Lawrence. So, folks, again, a massive thank you to everyone who have placed in the final and ran campaigns and encouraged people to vote, because, hi, we've crowned 8 champions already, 8 winners, and we've a little bit more ground to cover. We're about to get into best concert or live performance and all of that. But before we do, we want to give a particular shout out to our show sponsors, and we'll be right back after this.
Ready to take your playing to the next level? Say hello to the ES Session Chanter, the ultimate practice chanter designed for versatility and durability. Crafted from stainless steel and aluminium, the chanter comes equipped for both an A stem and a B flat stem, giving you the freedom to play along with any instrument, anytime, anywhere. Whether at a band practice or a trad session, the ES Session Chanter keeps pace with your creativity. Included with the chanter is the custom carbon carry case, the perfect addition to this compact and tactile instrument. To get yours, head to essessionchanter.co.uk. Kingdom Thistle Pipe Band Supplies for all your pipe band and marching band needs. Supplying everything from uniforms and instruments to custom-designed bass drum heads. They offer it all. Not forgetting their exclusive Kingdom Gilly Brogues and George Boots, crafted by bands for bands. Kingdom Thistle provides expert product advice and an industry-leading drum refurbishment service to keep your equipment in top-class condition. Also shipping worldwide. So stop by their store in Fife or visit them online at kingdomthistle.com for all your pipe band and marching needs.
And we're back. Hello. Welcome back. Yes, this is the Big Rab Show Awards 2025. And it's a bit of a podcast of a difference where we don't have a topic of the week or anything like that, because the entire show is the topic of the week, where we're going through and announcing all of our winners for the Big Rab Show Awards 2025. I have to say, before we go any further and announce any further winners, just a huge thank you to everyone who placed votes for this year's awards. This has been a record-breaking year for the Big Rab Show Awards. The amount of nominations we received and the amount of public vote that we got was just insane. So thank you to everyone who did take time to place votes for the Rab Show Awards. It's very, very well received. And we've already crowned quite a number of our champions already. So also just to remind you, for those of you just tuning in to the live video online, yes, ourselves in the Big Rab Show, we have been nominated for a Scots Trad Music Award. I know we're being a bit shameless here, but yeah, it's a big deal for us, and we'll possibly talk about it more on next week's show. But yeah, we are currently nominated for the Scots Trad Music Awards, and if you would like to, you can look at this QR code on your phone, and that'll take you to the website, Hands Up for Trad, where you can go and place a wee vote for us on category 23 for trad music in the media. And yeah, even to be in the conversation is an absolute honor. So yeah, if you can, we would like to win it now. That would be kind of cool. But trust me, even just to be in that space, that's a win for us right there. So thank you everyone who did nominate us. And yeah, get your votes in. All right. But speaking of votes, the votes for this thing has finished, and we're about to get into more Big Rab Show Awards. So our next category then is Best Concert or Live Performance. Now, we do believe 2025 had a wealth of great live gigs to choose from, and it was quite a difficult one, this, to actually whittle it down to a final four. But whittle it down we did. So, yeah, who are our finalists? Well, we have Shots and Dykehead Caledonia and their Solace concert. Yes, the big pre-Worlds concert there. Glasgow Royal Concert Hall. There you are. Then we have Fife Police as well, and Dancing on the Beat. Yeah, that was a popular choice as well. We also had the Ross Miller Band and his gig in Stereo in Glasgow. Now, that received a wealth of nominations from people who actually attended and just thought it was off the chain. So, hey, a worthy nominee. Also in here, we had North Stratton Pipe Band and their concert called Decennium, which I've been told I'm pronouncing correctly, which doesn't often happen. But there you go. So that's our four finalists in there for Best Concert or Live Performance. So, who's our winner then for Best Concert or Live Performance? Spoiled for choice is an understatement. but there can be only one winner. And our winner for Best Concert and Live Performance 2025 goes to Shots on Dykehead, Caledonia, and Solus. Yeah, I have to agree. What an incredible show that was. For those of you that were in the audience for Solus, you know exactly what I was talking about. It was such a special night, and full credit to everyone there at Shots, who I'm sure worked an arm and a leg off to get that show to the standard it was at. Just insane. So congratulations to Shots, winner of the Best Concert or Live Performance. Well done. All right, moving on. Now, this category has been ridiculously popular. This is Best Social Media. Now, the nominees in here are all amazing. If you haven't checked them out, by the way, by this point, you really should have. To make it through to the final is a big deal, and hey, you should go and check out these platforms now. So our finalists in here, we have Piping Hot Memes on Instagram, who are absolutely hilarious, by the way. If you haven't checked them out, brilliant. Also, shout out to Josh's Piping Adventures on TikTok. He's another finalist in there. And Josh has been running a bit of a campaign on TikTok, encouraging people to vote for him and stuff. That's been kind of cool. So, yeah. And also, shout out to Drumlock Pipe Band on TikTok. Another one of our finalists, again, has been running campaigns, encouraging people to vote for them. And also, we have the Barbary Piper on Instagram as well. Another popular choice. Yeah. All right. So who is our winner for Best Social Media for the Big Rab Show Awards? Again, there can only be one winner. And this category was incredibly close. And it came down to about 10 or 15 votes. Our winner of Best Social Media for the Big Rab Show Awards 2025 goes to Drumlock Pipe Band on TikTok. Yeah. Go on, the Drumlock. Yeah, now, as I said, this category was incredibly close. Maybe 10, 15 votes in it. Now, whoop, that might not seem like a lot, but trust me, whenever you're receiving thousands of votes in, every single vote counted. And yeah, congratulations to the Drumlock. Yeah, winner of Best Social Media. Congratulations. So, by way of a shameless plug, if you haven't checked out any of those finalists in there for Best Social Media, please do. Go and check them out. Go and give them a follow and a thumbs up, all that kind of socially stuff. Definitely worthy of your attention. It's brilliant to see pipe in action reflected online, especially in social media. So, yeah, shout out to Drumlock Pipe Band, though, and their TikTok account, which is absolutely brilliant. I don't know where they get their ideas from, but I'm a huge fan. I've been following them now for ages. They're so good over there on TikTok. So, yeah, congratulations to Drumlock Pipe Band. You guys are legends. Well done. All right, eventual winners as well. Big Rab Show Award. Good stuff. Move on, Rab. All right, this next one is for Best Band Tent or Gazebo. Yeah, now this one, I don't know, tents every year or gazebos seem to be improving with each and every season. And this year is no different. Now, I've noticed, and I've actually visited a good number of these, actually, these band tents and gazebos, where it's like a home from home. One that I really want to mention didn't actually get a nomination in here, but it was Kilbarcan Pipe Band, where they had tables and tables of food everywhere and like deck chairs, recliners. Amazing. But these four finalists that we have here, again, have equally, if not on a par, if not better, setups. Was just amazing. So anyway, Best Band Tent or Gazebo, who is our finalists? Well, we had Uddingston Strathclyde, first of all, with on the Uddy. Yoo-hoo. We also had Coloskelt Pipe Band in there. Yeah. We also had Burnt Island in District, and we had Texo Deeside Caledonia. Now, all four of these bands, I have visited their tent, and they're just brilliant. I think they've thought of everything. You know, these tents can really deal with the elements, and like I've said before, it can be a home from home. And the teams of people that are behind the setup of these tents as well. You know, there's like loads of people that are involved in setting them up and making them comfortable. It's really incredible. So shout out to all of the backroom team who make these tents a reality. But there can only be one winner. So who is the winner of Best Band Tent or Gazebo? Ooh, do you know what? I want all four to win. Is that bad? There can be only one winner. And the winner of Best Band Tent or Gazebo for 2025, the Big Rab Show Award, goes to Kloss Kelt. There you are. The mighty Kloss Kelt. The Grade 1 Big Gun. Now, we do know the sad news about Kloss Kelt, that they will no longer be competing. The band is now dissolved. But, hey, they've won a Big Rab Show Award for their band tent and gazebo. I have visited it myself a few times. And, yeah, it's very, very cool spot. So well done to Kloss Kelt, your backroom team that cart all that gear, set it all up, and just make it like a home. It's brilliant. So, yeah, shout out to Kloss Kelt. And, yeah, let's fly on. Our next category then, which is Best Branch Award. Now, there's been a lot of moving and shaking with local branches, especially in recent years. Post-COVID, there's been a lot of innovation and little tweaks and changes and things where branches have been improving things where they can. And it's been an interesting year for some of the branches. And yeah, you guys out there have reflected that in your nominations. So, looking at our finalists in here, we have the Royal Scottish Pipe Band Association, the Northern Ireland branch. Then we have the North of Scotland branch, the Dundee, Perth and Angus branch, and we have the Irish Pipe Band Association, the IPBA. Yeah, as I say, all four of those branches in there have been really sort of pushing that envelope a little bit. Let's try something different here. Let's try something a little new and see where it lands. And it's been really innovative, and it's been really interesting to follow as well. So who is the winner then of the Best Branch Award for the Big Rab Show Awards? Well, there can only be one, like I've said before. And the winner of the Best Branch Award for the Big Rab Show Awards 2025 goes to the Northern Ireland branch. There you go. Now, what about that? The RSPBA Northern Ireland branch are celebrating 75 years in the business. And now they've picked up a Rab Show Award. That's not too shabby, is it? Congratulations to the RSPBA Northern Ireland branch. Now, I do know there's a good number of volunteers who work behind the scenes to make everything possible in the Northern Ireland branch. And, yeah, it's just brilliant to see that by the popular vote. Yeah, everyone seems to be recognising that. So, well done to the Northern Ireland branch. But also to those other branches in there, keep up the stellar work. You know, don't be disappointed that you didn't win a Rab Show Award. Keep her lit, as they say. I think every little tweak and twist and thing that we can do different, honestly, I'm all for it. You know, experimentation, try something. If it works, great. If not, hi, at least we tried. You know? So shout out to all those other branches that were in there. North of Scotland, Dundee, Perth and Angus, and the IPBA. Brilliant to see you in there. So that's fantastic. Keep up the great work. But yeah, congratulations to the Northern Ireland branch. And yeah, happy birthday. 75 years young. There you go. Well done. All right. Now, one of my favorite categories, all right, is Best New Product and Innovation. Now, this year for 2025 has been such a good year for new products, gadgets, gizmos, different ways of doing things, and innovations. And it's been really fascinating to watch how the piping world develops every year. And this is why I love this category. Now, our finalists in here, someone pointed it out to me that they're all drumming products. Now, you're quite right. Yeah. So our finalists in here are the KMQ drum pad phone case. Yes. We had the Aaron Smith pad mount as well, which is that 3D printed mount where you can put it on your harness and put a drum pad on it. Really cool. Then we had two nominations, one for Russell Essler drumming and his Rogue drum pad, which is bulletproof, by the way. It's brilliant. And then we had the Russell Essler drumming backpack as well, and I've seen that as well. Good mate of the show, actually, Adrian Smighton, he actually has one, and yeah, let me check it out at band practice one night. Very cool piece of kit. And do you know what? For drummers to have somewhere to put their drum key, what? That's a win right there. So all amazing products. Yes, they are all of a drumming variety, but that's the way the nominations go. We didn't receive many. We didn't receive enough for piping products to push them into that final 4 spot. So that's how it works mathematically. It's kind of the popular choice, isn't it? So yeah, we had 4 drumming products this year. I think that's the first, actually, for best new product innovation. So again, there can be only one winner. So who is the winner then of best new product or innovation for the Big Rab Show Awards? Oh man, do you know what? I have my own thoughts on this, but you guys have yours. And you placed your vote, and you picked. So, who is the winner for Best New Product or Innovation for the Big Rab Show Awards 2025? It is the KMQ Drum Pad Phone Case. Yes! This thing is incredible. If you haven't checked it out yet, where have you been? We actually got speaking to Kerr McQuillan on the show about this whenever he was first developing and releasing this. It was absolutely amazing. So, and it's only going to be continued to be developed. You know, as more phones get released, more cases will get released as well. So, such a cool product for drummers who are able to practice on the move now by just whipping your phone out and then opening the case and batter away. Brilliant. So yeah, well done to the KMQ Drum Pad Phone Case. Kerr McQuillan, of course, behind all of that. So if you do want to go and visit his website, it is for sale right now. Go and grab yours. It is now officially a Big Rab Show Award winner. There you are. All right, we're flying on. Now, this next category, I know the next 4 gentlemen who are going to be listening intently to this, Best Beard. Oh, Best Beard. Now, this one is hard fought every year. And I do know that there's people who actively try to win this award each year by having a whole grooming regime and all of this, you know, having a handsome face of fur. That's paramount. And then getting people's votes after that. That's the next step, I guess. So our 4 finalists in here, we had Stuart Campbell, of course, from the Big Rab Show team, from Uddingston Strathclyde Pipe Band. Yes, Stuart. We also had Gus Sickard, of course, who has won it previously as well, many times, from Inverarian District. Yes, we know Gus well. Then we had Robert Grant. Yes, go on, Robert. From Texo, D-Side, Caledonia, who does have a very handsome face of fur on him. Yeah, well done, Robert. We also have Hugh Conaghan from Letterkenny and District, who was a very popular choice. We got a lot of folks sending in nominations and votes for Hugh as well. Now, we were talking about close categories earlier, and one of the closest ones being Best Social Media. Well, this one, and I'm not kidding, this one came down to 3 votes. Unbelievable. The difference between first place and not winning anything was 3 votes. Wow. So this one is important, okay? So I know it sounds silly, but Beard of the Year is really quite sought after. So who's going to win it? Will it be Stuart, Gus, Robert, or Hugh? There can be only one. I can tell you what, it won't be me anyway, that's for sure. Anyway, so the winner of Best Beard 2025 for the Big Rab Show Award goes to Gus Sickard of Inverarian District. There he is, on screen. Go on, Gus, you legend. Do you know, I don't know how many times Gus has won it now, but look at that face. Come on. He must put some serious work into that beard, like genuinely. But fair play. There you go. Well done to Gus Sickard. I wonder how many times he's won it now. He defended it successfully for a number of years, but then was defeated by, who was it? Yeah, Andy Fusco. I think he won one. So there you go. Anyway, shout out to Gus Sickard, winner of Beard of the Year, and to everyone else in that category. Keep up the good work. Hey, you never know what next year may bring. There you go. All right, moving on. The Big Rab Show Tone Award. Now, this was not just designed for our Grade 1 big guns, all right? This was designed for any band out there that you believed had an iconic tone. Now, as it turned out, our 4 finalists in here were all Grade 1 big guns, but we did receive a good amount of nominations for lower grade bands as well. Yeah, shout out to all of you folks there in the lower grades, of course, that are working hard on sound, and we can definitely see that coming through. But, unfortunately, the way the nominations have worked out this year, we do have 4 Grade 1 big guns. Now, I say unfortunately in here, but, the 4 bands that we have in here, good luck choosing is all I'm going to say. But chosen you have. So, let's go through our finalists for the Big Rab Show Tone Award. We had Inverary District. Of course, they had a mighty sound this year. We also had the Field Marshal Montgomery, who are affectionately known as the Machine. Absolute tone machine. Yeah. And then we have Shots and Dykehead, Caledonia. Yeah, who's really been blowing tone this year, haven't they? Absolutely. And we also had Police Scotland, Fife as well. Yeah, no, they really blew me away at the World Championships this year. Such a big sound. Great stuff. But there can be only one winner. So, who is the winner of the Big Rab Show Tone Award for 2025? Who indeed? Who is the winner of the Big Rab Show Tone Award for 2025? Now, I don't know how you folks managed to pick and land on a winner, but you did. And the winner of the Big Rab Show Tone Award goes to Inverary District. Go on, Inverary. Yep, I can't disagree. Inverary District had such a big year. And the sound. Genuinely, I don't think recordings have done it justice. That's just me. But for those of you who did manage to see Inverary in person this year, you're in for an absolute treat. Whoop, music stopped. What's going on? I'm hitting buttons. Congratulations, Inverary District, winner of the Big Rab Show Tone Award. There you are. All right, we are almost at an end. We have 2 more categories to go. But before we do, again, we just want to remind people that, how the nomination process works and how the voting process works. It is 100% driven by you folks that are watching and listening to me right now. If you think that we're choosing these, no, not at all. It's you folks out there who are choosing our winners. And you choose our finalists. The whole thing is driven by you folk, the piping folk. And that's who we are. We're the show for the bagpiping folk. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to reflect who you want. There you are. So, also, I just want to give another shameless plug. Yes, ourselves in the Big Rab Show, we've been nominated ourselves in quite a prestigious award. The Scots Trad Music Awards 2025. And we'll possibly talk more about that on next week's podcast. Please do go to Hands Up for Trad on their website and do place us a little vote or 2 for our category number 23, which is Trad Music in the Media. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we're about to get on. Well, I don't know. Some people argue that this is the best and worst category at the same time. Band of the Year. Now, this could be not just our band that wins the world, all right, or wins some big major championship. This could be for a band that's heavily involved in their local community, done a pile of charity work, or maybe it's been involved in a lot of tuition and bringing along a lot of youngsters and stuff like that. This is a very open category. Band of the Year could mean many different things. And I think that our 4 finalists in here and kind of encapsulate all of that. So our 4 finalists in here for Band of the Year are Tullylagan, Grade 4B, Inverary District, Shots on Dykehead, Caledonia, and Police Scotland, Fife. A lot to choose from. And yes, I know my own band is in there in the mix. Now, that wasn't my doing. A lot of people calling shenanigans there. But no, that was a popular choice and got nominated in. I can't lay claim to that. But very cool to be in that category, along with those Grade 1 big guns, that's for sure. So there can be only one winner. So who is the winner then of Band of the Year 2025? It's a tough one. It's difficult for me to have a poker face as well. You know, this is one of the things about doing a podcast live on video. People can see me, and I can't just like look at my script and go, oh, it's them. All right, it's the winner of Band of the Year 2025, the Big Rab Show Awards, is Inverary and Districts. Yes. Of course. Our 2025 world champions, Inverary and Districts. Such a popular choice, and I can understand why. Inverary has had such a strong season this year, lifting the big yin, lifting the Tone Award, you know, all of that. Congratulations to Inverary, but also to every other nominee in there. That is definitely a wide category that encapsulates a lot more than just competition results. But yeah, congratulations, Inverary. Winner of the popular vote there for Band of the Year 2025. There you are. So, folks, shall we recap at this stage? Yeah, I think we should. We have covered already a lot of ground. So let's get into it. Let's recap, shall we? That music again. Yeah, kind of getting a bit bored of it now. I've been listening to it for weeks. Anyway, the winner of Most Improved Band, Mighty Tullylagan, Grade 4B. The winner of Best Tenor Flourishing was Inverary and District. Yes. The winner of Best Venue was Glasgow for the World Championships. There you are. The winner of Best Dress then was the Field Marshal Montgomery. The Best Competitive Band Medley Performance went to Inverary and Districts and that Dream Valley medley that people are still talking about today. Winner of Coolest Bass Drum is Glasgow Sky Association. There you go. And the winner of Drum Major of the Year was Charlotte Adamson from the Major Sinclair Memorial. There you are, Charlotte. And the winner of Coolest Drums was St. Lawrence O'Toole. Go on, St. Lawrence. There you go. The winner of Best Concert or Live Performance was Shots. Shots in Dykehead, Caledonia, of course, for their Solace concert. Yeah, very popular choice, that. Winner of Best Social Media went to Drumlock Pipe Band on their TikTok account. Yes, definitely worthy of a follow if you haven't already. Shout out to Drumlock. You're now officially an award winner. There you go. Winner of Best Band Tent or Gazebo went to Closkelt Pipe Band. Well done, Closkelt. The winner of the Best Branch Award was the Royal Scottish Pipe Band Association Northern Ireland Branch. Yes, who are also, by coincidence, celebrating 75 years young. There you are. Happy birthday, Northern Ireland Branch. Also, winner of the Best New Product or Innovation was the KMQ Drum Pad Phone Case. There you are. Winner of Best Beard, of course, we just announced it a second ago, was Gus Sickard from Inverary and District. Look at that handsome face there. Come on. Yeah, and winner of the Tone Award, like we mentioned, was Inverary and District. And also winner of Band of the Year was Inverary and District. Here you are. So Inverary kind of dominating this year's awards, I feel. Getting quite a number of awards heading their way. Now, speaking of awards, before we do get into the final one, which is the Big Rab Show Legend Award, I do want to say a huge thank you again to everyone who did run campaigns, placed votes and nominations and all of it. It's been so much fun this year for the Rab Show Awards. And as I say, it's been a record-breaking year as well. The amount of awards that we received, or not awards, the amount of votes that we received. The amount of votes that we received this year was just nuts. So thank you, everyone. It's just been so much fun. Also, yes, I do want to give particular mention on something really quite special. So I'm hoping that you're still listening at this point. All of us here in the Big Rab Show team want to say a massive thank you to G1 Reads and to good mate of the show, Davey Hunter. We will now be sending out actual trophies. Yeah, actual trophies. So this is the first time we're going to be doing this. But if you have won a Big Rab Show award, please do get in contact with the show, or we will be reaching out to you as well, and we'll be sending you out your very own Big Rab Show award-winning trophy. Yeah. You'll see evidence of that in the next few weeks or so as they get issued out to all of our prize winners. But Big Rab Show Awards, There will be actual trophies. There you are. So they'll be sent out to you guys. So please do drop us a comment or a postal address where we can send it, or anything like that. We'll try and work it out and we'll get it sent to you. All right, that's how it'll work. So you'll see evidence of that on social media pretty soon. All right, so before we get into the Legend Award, again, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for nominating us for the Scots Tribe Music Awards. Yep, shameless plug. And you can, of course, go and vote for us, Big Rab Show, over there on the Scots Tribe Music Awards. We will get into that and more in depth in next week's pod. All right. Okay, we're about to get into our final category, which some people argue is the biggest one of them all. It's the Big Rab Show Legend Award. Now, we have a good number of legends nominated here and a good number of people who didn't make the cut. Honestly, this was such a difficult one. But again, comes down to popular choice. So, our 4 finalists in here, we have Henry Spencer, the Kid Piper, as he's otherwise known. Well done, Henry. We also have Brian McMahon from the IPBA. Yes, we all know Brian. Yes, absolute legend. We also have Adrian Smyton from Tullylagan. Yeah. Now, Adrian's part of the Rab Show team, and he was so chuffed to receive this. So here we go, Adrian. We'll wait and see. Also, Rab Show Legend Award nominee in here is Jack Lee from the Simon Fraser University Pipe Band. Of course, following the announcement this year of his retirement, I think everyone out there would like to recognize his legendary status. Absolutely. But there can be only one winner. So, who's the winner of the Big Rab Show Legend Award for 2025? Oh, there's a lot to pick from again. But there can be only one winner. Will it be Henry, Brian, Adrian, or Jack? The winner of the Big Rab Show Legend Award goes to Jack Lee. The absolute legend. Absolutely. Yeah, can't disagree with that. Well done, Jack. I don't know. I'm sure this will pale in comparison to a lot of the other awards that you've won over the years, but hey, it's there. You can have it. The Big Rab Show Award for Legend. Yeah, the Big Rab Show Legend Award. Fantastic. So, well done, Jack Lee. And to all of our prize winners, by the way, a massive thank you. Again, to all who participated in the awards, encouraged votes, etc. And to all of you at home who've been voting like mad. So thank you, everyone, for getting involved. Right, I'm not going to mention the trads again, but I am going to say thank you all for tuning in. This has been such a pleasure to put together, and a huge shout out to the Big Rab Show team who put a serious amount of work into this. Each and every year, the Big Rab Show Awards gets bigger and better every year, and this year is no different. And yeah, my hat's off to everyone there at the Rab Show team who have really pulled it out of the bag. Thank you, everyone at the Rab Show team. Again, if you would like to help support us, of course, you can go over there to Patreon. You can click on support and get your mitts on loads of extras. There's like tons of extra bagpipe and goodness back there. But also, November is a good month to get signed up because, we're giving away one of our perks over there for free. Yeah, our Fuse FM Ballymoney radio show over on Patreon is going to be free for the entire month of November. There you are. You're welcome. So go and check that out. It's over on Patreon right now. Go and enjoy all of that. Well, folks, that's it for another Big Rab Show podcast and video podcast. This is a show of a difference. I think I got through it okay. Maybe not. I don't know. This is an experiment, I guess. The first time ever doing like a video podcast. And I don't know whether it's going to work or not. But we're going to try it anyway. See how it goes. We thought the Big Rab Show Awards would be a good time to experiment. Is that a good idea or not? I don't know. Anyway, thank you all, and congratulations to all of our prize winners. As I've said, please get in contact with us, and we will send you out all of your trophies, because you have actually won an actual trophy. So we will get it sent out to you in the mail. If you are watching now, please get in contact with us, and we'll arrange it to get sent to you in the mail. There you are. All right, folks, that's it. I am out the door, and that's it for another Big Rab Show podcast. Thank you all for watching, downloading, wherever you are. And if you haven't already, please do click like, subscribe, and follow, all that kind of stuff, wherever you're watching this right now. And we'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Until then, all the best.
That's it for another Big Rab Show podcast. Thanks so much for downloading this week, and a special thank you to our sponsor, G1 Reeds. Played by bands around the world, they are the champion's choice. Check out g1reeds.com for all of your piping needs. Don't forget to check out thebigrabshow.com to be kept up to date with all of the latest news and views from around the piping world. And also, check us out on Patreon. For $5 a month, you can get your hands on tons of extra piping goodness and be a part of the Patreon faithful. So, until next week, folks, we'll see you right here on the Big Rab Show Podcast. All the best.